No, we have Yannis Pappas in the house, man. We have one half of the old History Hyenas podcast, man.
Yeah.
No longer here.
That's right.
Totally gone.
That's right.
We tried to salvage it.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know this.
Yeah.
Now, there's some people listening right now who might not know about the History Hyenas podcast. Very funny podcast with Yannis Pappas and Chris DiStefano. Amazing run.
We had a good run.
Successful Patreon.
Very successful.
Very successful Patreon. Yes. Akash gets corona.
Yes.
I really brought this shit down.
Yes.
Knowingly infects you.
Yes.
Knowingly. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
I thought we were yes-anding.
No, we're not yes-anding. We're setting you up. Okay? We're sabotaging
I know.
Akash comes in and gives half of the New York comedy scene corona.
Which is
I'm
crazy.
the super spreader.
Yeah, because Chris was sitting right next to you. And he didn't get it.
Chris has had every virus.
Yeah.
We know that.
There's just not enough room for any more in there. Yeah. It's like the virus came and it's like a crowded elevator. It's like, I'll take the next one. It's like there's syphilis in there, gonorrhea. It's like, there's no room for me.
So, you get corona and you had it bad.
I had a bad one.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
Real bad.
I had it bad. Like Alex had it bad.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that. You had it very bad.
I had it very bad.
You had it like Hasidic levels.
Yeah, no, it was God was trying to whack me.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. And
But
he's tried to do it a few times.
Talked a lot of shit about him. I don't blame him.
Yeah,
you
fuck that guy. No, he keeps, I got shot. He's trying to kill me, dude. I got struck by lightning. The History Hyenas broke up. He's trying to kill me.
He just wants you to pray once.
That's it.
On a deathbed.
Believe in him, bro.
I'll become
He's saving you.
Dude, I think it's because I'm not Muslim. I think they figured it out and we should all convert. And that's what Corona's here to tell us. It's here to tell us it's time to convert. Muhammad was the way.
Yeah.
Ruined. No, my career's over. His is doing great.
Okay. So then you come out of Corona, right?
Yeah.
And then you immediately sabotage the History Hyenas. So you're like, I couldn't have killed Flagrant 2. I got to kill some podcast. My own. Let's make this happen. No, what happened? What happened with Hyenas?
Not true at all. We
don't give me some PC shit.
No, we had a good run. We had a good.
That's a non-answer. That's a
3-1. No, I'm starting very polished.
Yeah.
We had a good 3-year run. It was a lot of fun. I'm surprised we made it as long as we made it with how chaotic it is and you know how different our philosophies are and stuff. But we had a great time. We're great friends. He's moving on to other stuff.
Yeah.
I have long days, which is I'm very excited about. It's fun. I'm working with Jesse again, my old friend. We created all the characters and did ditch films with. So that's fun. And it just came to a point where it just got too hectic. And instead of like sacrificing the quality of the podcast, we just decided, hey, let's just do other things, and who knows what happens in the future.
So let's rate that media train response, guys. What do you guys think that was?
I didn't like it. It's not hyenas.
It wasn't hyenas enough.
In the spirit of hyenas, buddy, let it rip.
Yeah, I think you gotta let it rip, dude.
There's nothing to let rip. That's it.
That was it?
That's it.
Nothing else.
That's it. It got chaotic. I could just say it got chaotic.
I mean, they were making good money on Patreon.
Buddy, they
walk away from that good money. I was good money.
If you think I'd ever walk away, that was the only thing I had going. So it's like, I'm not walking away from that.
But then you did.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
Wait, are you saying, wait a minute. You picked up on that? I picked up on that too. That was good. It looks like it wasn't a Yannis Pappas decision. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm not saying it wasn't. It was a mutual decision. We came to a point, you know, when you just,
we mutually agreed that Chris was going to make the decision.
You know when you get to a point where you just know it's time? It's just,
nope.
You never got to that point?
Nope. I've stayed in relationships way too long.
There gets to a point, like some relationships are made to go the distance.
Yeah.
And some of them are like, you know, the ones you really like.
Webbing.
Yeah, like you guys. Yeah. You guys are going the distance.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
It's love.
Yeah.
It's work, though. Hey,
yeah,
it is work.
It takes work. It takes work. It takes communication. Even with my wife, we're going to be together forever. It takes work. It takes communication.
Yep.
And maybe.
So what was lacking in the hyenas? Was it the work? Was it the communication?
There was probably.
I want to really dig in, but I've already almost killed you once, so I don't know if I want to go again. But I really want to, because we're bullshit responders. Like we sniff it out. Like Dove sniffs out money.
Yeah.
We sniff out bullshit.
Yeah.
So our instinct is to fucking dig in and excavate the truth.
Yeah.
Because we love both of you guys.
Yeah.
Truly.
And let the record show, you know, Akaash and I had a conversation.
Yeah.
And it was basically, how do we save Hyenas?
I legit texted him like, we gotta do this.
So we thought, and I called you and I called Chrissy and I was like, why don't we try to save this? Maybe we could talk this out. Maybe we could work through this. It's a fun podcast. Everybody in the community seems to enjoy it.
Yes.
I don't think you guys were close to where you could have gone. I think you were very popular within the comedy community and within like the comedy adjacent community, but you hadn't reached that, casual level where like even the casuals know about it. Right. So I saw a lot more growth for it. And Akaash and I were like, let's step in here. Let's see if we can use a little bit of goodwill and muscle and make this thing happen. And then both of you guys were stuck in the fucking mud.
Great chemistry is rare. I think.
Yeah.
You guys had it.
Yeah.
Great chemistry. And that's where I was also like, aside from loving them individually, together, great chemistry is so rare. I always want to preserve that as my...
Do we have to make Chrissy's show bomb on TV so he has to come back and do
I think TV will do that for you, but we can help.
Should we do it? Should we try to drive the ratings down far enough?
I think the only
way... Do we have to remove everything from Chrissy's life where he has to come back to you?
Yeah, I think if Akaash can get Corona and give it to Chrissy, then we can even it out. Even the playing field.
I can do that.
Yes.
I can do that. If not, Mark will get it a third time.
Yes, we need a carrier, and it takes a lot. It's going to take a lot to give it to him. He's very resistant.
What would have kept it going? What would have kept the show going? Is there a thing, maybe?
I think...
what did you need to keep it going?
Great question. Fucking good question.
That's what I do for a living.
Answer that.
What I do for a living.
Hey, you ain't wrong when you write.
Simple as that.
You know my history. I come from the internet.
Yeah.
So like that, I'm dedicated to the thing that you guys are doing right here. This is what I'm dedicated to. I spent 3 years completely focused and dedicated to that. So it's like, I think I know where I made my mistake is when I strayed from that.
How'd you stray?
I just started, I wanted to get the half hour.
Not within Hyenas, before Hyenas.
Before Hyenas.
He's saying he had a great show.
Yeah, I took a show down here in Miami for a year that went nowhere. I took AOL 2-point lead, which was great money, and I was interviewing athletes.
You were looking for the industry to validate.
I was looking, I was doing that. I was, me and Nate were friends.
Don't do that.
It just doesn't
do that.
work.
I'm going to buy a Ferrari.
Yeah.
But I recommend you not doing that.
No.
Okay?
You
348.
But you
I might
did
get
it,
the 355.
You did it.
Who knows?
By building this.
Yeah.
And then doing it on your terms.
Foreigns, bro. I might get a Porsche too, dude. It's not, it is what it is. But don't fuck with the corporations.
Yeah. No.
Networks are bad.
Networks are horrible.
Yeah.
Unless you want to drive nice cars.
I mean, but you did it. You built something first, fully.
Yes.
And then
I tease. Obviously, I love what you've done, and I've always admired what you've done. We've had these conversations off air time. So you were committed to the internet. You were committed to YouTube, and did you feel like because of the opportunities Chris was getting, that infringed on your guys' ability to like lean into the internet?
No, it was. I think the focus was scattered. The focus started going a lot of places.
Yep.
And I don't know how much you could keep up the quality of something when the focus is all over the place.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's possible. But at the same time, as you guys grow, you're going to get new opportunities.
Yeah.
And you got to take advantage of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I see, I see how you thrived on the internet, and I witnessed it in real time. And it was like really exciting for me as like a young comic, and seeing somebody like take ownership in what they did. It was like super inspirational for me, and I'm very grateful that I got to witness it, because it made me realize there was a possibility for myself to do something like that. Like I didn't have to fucking pucker up every time I was at the cellar, or pucker up at these fucking stupid events. So it was great.
I would say it's directly responsible for your success.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah. I think I just said that.
Yeah, but you're going PC about it. I mean, I would go.
No, I was inspired by you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It let me know that there was a way to do it, 100%. So I think that's great, but I also think that like there are different strengths that can fit into different parts. Like I think he will flourish. Like if Chrissy was born 10 years before, he would be the biggest star on TV.
Yes.
He is built for, and this is not a criticism, it is a compliment, but he is built for an industry structure, because you can put him in so many different slots and he will succeed. right?
He's
like
a very different character, but you know how Zach Galifianakis just takes over anything he's in as himself?
Yeah.
Chrissy can do that with his persona.
But he can I could have him host the fucking Bachelor and he's going to have fun with it.
Yeah.
Or you could have him do maybe a character in a TV show, like the Joey character in Blossom. You know what I mean? And he could have those different things. So it is weird that you guys are maybe being pulled in different directions, but I think that the directions you're being pulled in actually suit yourself better.
Totally. And I think that's why it came to a natural end. But
why does it have to end?
Because we were wild. We were very wild. We said whatever we wanted.
And you couldn't be as wild because you could be as wild, but he couldn't be as wild because he has these corporate ties.
Sure that's the way he felt. And you're doing a podcast with Sal. He can't curse there. He's got to say poop instead of shit. You know what I mean? So I assume...
Is there no cursing on the podcast with Sal?
There's no cursing on it.
No.
Yeah, no cursing.
That's the saddest news I've heard.
They don't curse
this whole time.
They don't.
I'll be honest, I'm still impressed.
Yeah.
Because I never watched it and thought, wow, they're not cursing.
They don't.
When I see the clips on Instagram, I never noticed they weren't cursing.
Yeah.
Righteous and Ratchet was on stage. Yeah. Doughboy used to do that.
That's another one, Righteous and Ratchet. They don't curse, but you don't notice that they're not cursing.
Yeah.
Interesting. So he felt a little bit conflicted. You guys leaned into being wild, and then these other things that he was doing stopped his ability to be wild.
I don't want to speak for him, but those two things seem like they're at odds.
But you're a wild boy.
I'm always wild. I go too far all the time.
Yes. Okay.
Case in point, texting Joe Rogan.
Texting Joe Rogan.
Case in point, when I
post...
Maurice is too much. Even when I posted, which I thought was funny, but then I go, that is wrong. Yeah.
It's not funny at all.
I thought it was funny, but it was
posted
wrong.
a picture of me as Hitler.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
It was kind of funny.
Where is it funny?
Yeah.
That's pretty.
But it's funny, but I understand we're out of context. You can't say it's not funny.
It's not funny.
Yeah.
Why is it funny? If there was context.
Because Chris nicknamed you the Fuhrer, and it was funny. Our fans thought it was funny.
Yeah, but if you just have a picture of Hitler, there's no context.
I get it.
Within the comedy world, he's X, Y, and Z. You just see,
I am wrong.
This guy is racist and he wants to kill people.
I am wrong. How about that? I'm wrong. I make mistakes all the time.
Was this the weekly combo during History Hyenas? Just
I mean, Chris was known as the wild one on our show.
Yes.
So he was known as the wild one.
Yes.
So he was, we were kind of like Ren and Stimpy. We were kind of like Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
You know, I was like thought I was smart, but I'm stupid. And he was just like the wild one that was like, just kind of, yeah. So it's like, we were a cartoon. We'd be like Ren and Stimpy or Beavis and Butthead.
I like
and he was the wild one. He was the one I constantly had to be like, Chris, I don't know if you could say that. So he was known kind of as the wild one.
Right, until you got on Instagram.
Huh? No, until I got on Twitter.
And then when you got on Twitter.
Twitter is where I got the longest.
So many, you're so verbose that is like, you can't even notice your wildness.
Just do what I want.
But when you just post a picture of Schultz's Hitler, then the wildness is clear.
I understand how if Chrissy wanted to do those other things and you didn't, how that could be a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
But I can't blame Chrissy for wanting to do those things.
Who blames them? No, you can't blame anyone for anything they want to do.
Also both of you guys got, sorry to interrupt, but also when people got kids,
exactly.
It's like, it's a totally different thing. You're going to lean into the thing that puts food in your baby's mouth. In your situation, that's continuing to be a wild boy on the internet like you do. And in Chrissy's, he's probably like, nah, this is doing these network shows where I get this guaranteed money and I don't got to worry about these different things.
I don't know how to be any other way. Until I realized, and then I realized, I was like, I can't do it the other way. So why would I even think about it ever? I can't do it. I've done it. I don't like showing up to a studio and there's a woman waiting for me to walk me into this room and then they do makeup before. I just don't, it just doesn't interest me. And then I can't say this, I can't say that. I just, I want to be free to make mistakes. I like to make mistakes because that's where you come up with shit.
Yeah.
Once in a, I mean, we comedians have that's why TV shows don't work, is because they have like a 10% success rate. We have like a 90% success rate because we have to.
Yeah.
Because our lives depend on it.
Yeah.
And when we make one mistake, they come after us and go, look, he made one mistake, but it's really like, yeah, but I did 90 good ones.
Yeah.
You know?
What if you guys just did a Patreon only?
We discussed that and then we made the decision not to do that.
We
made that decision.
Yo, son, man up. Why are you getting back to your Corona voice?
I tried very hard to get him on board, but it didn't work. There was nothing we could do at this point. You know,
here's what also sucks is you can't probably say everything because then, Chris isn't here to whatever.
I can't speak
but then
for Chris.
also,
I can't speak for Chris.
I can't.
Luckily, you don't have to. Chris, come on in.
Come on in.
No, I was just joking.
But then we also can't be like, oh.
I don't think he legally can do this podcast anymore.
Probably
True
not.
TV was like, yeah, you can't do that. And no, I'm just kidding. Look, everyone knows how funny Chrissy is. And
Cover it up, yo! Cover it up!
But here's what I was going to say. We can't even, if you can't be fully honest, we can't check you on shit. Because all these things, there's two sides.
There's two sides.
We're getting part of one side.
There's two sides to the story, but I
also can't call you on any. But dude, here's what you could have done.
I'm in my 40s. I've been alive for long enough to know that the bickering and all that stuff is pointless because when that starts to happen, you just know, all right, this is time.
Yeah.
It's time.
You guys are both mature enough to do that.
It's just time.
Yeah.
It's time. We did like 7 years worth of content together with the Patreon and everything, and it's like, we're two crazy comics. We're chaotic comics and, things. We started to have conflicts of interest and philosophies and getting two comics to work together for that long. I think the success is that we made it that long.
Isn't it just as two people grow, you're not going to be the same person you were 7 years ago. Neither one of you are. If you are, that's stupid. You didn't accomplish anything. But as you grow, you got to fight to get it back to the center. And if, in my mind, he wasn't trying to do any network shit, but I understood like, yo, this guy is doing a ton of different things, so I'll hold this down as much as I can. I'll bring people in, give them Corona, take out their podcast. We will grow. I'll do what I need to do. You go do that.
Yeah.
That's where I was thinking, and I don't know the full story, but I'm like, oh, if Chrissy wanted to do that, couldn't Yannis be like, yo, Chrissy, go handle that. I'll try to take as much of this bandwidth as I can.
Here's the difference, I think. I think you guys brought this to fruition, where it's a powerhouse. Where it's like we were very much at the beginning of the climb. And I think you want to kind of, at that point, that's when you really want to double down and get to the point where when you're negotiating for those other things, you can make yourself look good in those other things and kind of dictate your own destiny because you have the power and the leverage to do so.
Yeah, you guys got opportunities too quick.
Say again?
You got opportunities too quick.
I didn't get any opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, the same way that you say we make decisions.
Yeah.
I'm using the royal you.
Gotcha.
No, but like maybe Chrissy got the opportunities too quick. Like we didn't get Netflix until way after we were a significant podcast.
Right.
So we were in the position to go, nah, this is what we do.
Once The Rock comments on your shit, you're going to be able to get them to do what you want to do.
What's so
and you don't have to sacrifice the way you look because it can hurt you. You go do a show, it can hurt you.
Yeah.
It can hurt your shit.
Yeah.
It can hurt your brand. You go do some fucking dumb show and they say do it this way, talk, and then your fans start hating you for it. And your fans in this era are everything.
Yeah.
They're everything.
Nah, I think you get to dictate to your fans more than you realize. Like you have hours to talk to them.
I don't know, bro. We just went through a breakup, and if you listen to what the fans are saying,
because you stopped talking. That's the whole issue.
We did podcasts together since then.
You do podcasts, but none, like they've all been banked. So you can't talk to the fans directly and say, yo, for hours on end, like you could as an individual, hey, here's the deal, here's what it is. They'll eventually understand. I
could come on Flagrant 2 and beat around the bush, though. I can do that.
you flew in to beat around the bush. This guy flew in for one night to not give us answers.
Welcome to Busch Gardens, baby.